It's day 5 of this journey, and I'm so glad you're here with me. It feels like we're settling into a nice rhythm, doesn't it? Just sharing a slice of life, a few thoughts, and maybe figuring some things out along the way. Today started with a surprise. I woke up much earlier than usual, not because of my alarm, but because of the birds. There was this one persistent little bird right outside my window, singing its heart out as the sun began to peek over the horizon. It was a beautiful, soft, pinkish orange light filtering through the blinds. For a moment, I just lay there, listening. It's funny how a small, unexpected moment like that can completely change the tone of your morning. Instead of rushing, I felt a sense of calm. I decided to lean into it. I got up, made myself a cup of tea, not coffee, tea, and sat by the window. I just watched the world wake up. The streetlights were still on, casting a warm glow, but the sky was slowly turning a brighter shade of blue. It reminded me of a conversation I had with a friend a while back. We were talking about how we're always chasing big, monumental moments of happiness, you know. The big vacation, the promotion, the major life event. But we often forget that life is mostly made up of these tiny, quiet moments in between. A bird's song, the taste of a good cup of tea, the colour of the sunrise. That's my main thought for today, really. Learning to find the joy in the ordinary. It's not about ignoring the big goals or the challenges. Those are important, they give us direction. But it's about not letting the pursuit of those big things blind us to the small pockets of beauty that are all around us every single day. If we only live for the mountaintop experiences, we miss the entire journey of the climb. And the climb, with its quiet paths and surprising viewpoints, is where we spend most of our lives. So, I took that feeling with me into the rest of my day. I had a bunch of errands to run, the usual stuff. Grocery store, post office, the kind of tasks that can feel like a total drag. But I tried to look at them differently. Instead of just rushing through, I tried to be present. I noticed the ridiculously bright colours of the vegetables in the produce aisle. I had a short, pleasant chat with the person at the post office checkout. Little things. They didn't magically make the errands fun, but they made them feel less like a chore and more like just living. Later in the afternoon, I decided to tackle a project I've been putting off for ages. There's a bookshelf in my living room that has become a chaotic mess of books stacked every which way, old papers and random trinkets. It's one of those things you walk past 100 times a day, and every time you see it, you get a tiny jolt of stress. Today, I decided, was the day. I pulled everything off the shelves. Dust bunnies the size of small animals came with them. It was a bigger mess before it got better, which I think is a pretty good metaphor for a lot of things in life. As I started sorting through the books, it felt like I was sorting through memories. I found a novel I loved in college, its pages soft and worn. I found a travel guide from a trip I took years ago, with little notes scribbled in the margins. It was like an archaeological dig of my own history. There's something incredibly satisfying about bringing order to chaos, even on a small scale. As I put the books back, organised by author this time, and dusted every surface, the whole corner of the room started to feel lighter. It wasn't just about cleaning a shelf. It was about creating a space that felt calm and intentional. It's a small change, but it makes a big difference to how the whole room feels. It's a reminder that we have the power to shape our environment, and in doing so, we can influence our own state of mind. Clearing physical clutter often helps clear mental clutter too. As evening approached, I didn't feel like cooking a complicated meal, so I made a simple recipes and fancy ingredients to have a good meal, but sometimes the simplest things are the most satisfying. It's about good, honest ingredients, treated with a little bit of care. Another lesson in appreciating the simple, I guess. The theme of the day just kept showing up. Now, as I'm sitting here talking to you, the day is winding down. The house is quiet. The bookshelf is clean. I feel a sense of accomplishment, not from anything huge or dramatic, but from a series of small, intentional acts. From listening to a bird, to organising a shelf, to enjoying a simple dinner. It makes me wonder, what small moments of beauty did you notice today? Maybe it was the way the light hit a building on your way to work, a kind word from a stranger, or the feeling of sinking into your favourite chair at the end of the day. These moments are everywhere if we just remember to look for them. They're the quiet threads that weave the fabric of our lives together. They are the substance of our days. Life can be overwhelming. The to-do lists are endless, and the pressure can be immense. But maybe the antidote isn't to do more, but to notice more. To find the sacred in the ordinary. To appreciate the small, quiet wonders that are always there, waiting for us to pay attention. Today was a good reminder of that for me. It was a simple day, but a good day. Thank you so much for being here, for listening and sharing this space with me. It means more than you know. If you enjoyed this little chat, please consider giving the video a thumbs up and subscribing to the channel so we can continue this journey together. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow for day 6.